Gaston Brown is taking a firm stand against Sandals Resorts International. He's warning that if the company closes its doors in Antigua, the government may step in, seize the property, and sell it to new investors. This comes as Brown claims Sandals owes more than 24 million East Caribbean dollars in unpaid taxes from 2017 to 2021. On his radio show, Brown raised concerns about Sandals' structure, saying it leaves workers at risk of losing severance if the company goes under.
Sandals, all the layering you're all doing and protecting yourselves and putting the staff at risk, the Gaston Brown administration will bring that to an end. And if it applies to any other company that are operating hotels in this country, I'll deal with them too, because the law applies to everybody. And hear this now, they're not giving the staff no credit now. So they're using staff tips in their foundation and taking all the credit as Sandals.
That can't be right.
And they're so wicked. You know what they've done? They will set up people to stay at the hotel or go and eat at the hotel. Alarming, the person will go and tip you 50 US or 100 US. And if you don't put it in the Sandals and foundation, they fire you. You're telling me that in this 21st century, that we can allow Sandals or any other hotel property to treat our people like that, including our CARICOM nationals? Really? I am saying here that that is a type of plantation behavior that I am totally opposed to, and Sandals would be put in their place. In fact, if we have to go to Parliament to deal with that tip policy, to tell them to touch the staff tip, we'll deal with it, you know. If Sandals decide to spite us and lock down the hotel, we go to Parliament, we compulsory acquire it, and we sell it to somebody else so that it can be reopened.
People, wagwan, manners of respect. Well, something that's on my mind, right? A big question. Who I represent the hotel workers? Cause me get that clip, another hotel strike again tonight. People not stand for the nonsense. Time is hard. The mother come and work for nothing. Upon this.
Demonstration out of Buyer Principe.
Police them there over there, up on the side. More police.
So now, as you can see, people, the place are going bad out the people. It's like them have protest after protest, people walk off a job in protest, they want a better salary. And we hear nothing coming from the government side. One time we hear, look at the land of Steve Wright go on there and tell the people they must come inside for refreshment. Nothing serious on behalf of the people. Just licky and langotness. Nothing on behalf of the people. Joke thing in the pan. You hear this a prime minister the pan from Antigua? Nobody out there like we. Nobody out there like you see him out there. Strong. Paying people them. And him not joke. Eh? It no matter how big him be. I mean I tell us I'm gonna find the clip. When I talk about Sandals, I try to give him a bottle of alcohol. I try to buy him out. I'm gonna find a clip there, you know. I'm gonna find a clip and play for no. When I talk about Sandals, I try to buy him out. With a bottle of alcohol, people. You know, normal. You see me I say? So what I'm trying to do now is to avoid the people of Jamaica really abandon the work of them. Yeah, man, hotel workers are abandoned. How you look on it? People who see nobody stand up for it. May I ask? Our government are run our one to the Ministry of Labor and all them thing there. People, our government are run our what is here? People, nobody know. I mean, I get to understand, say, it's just the beginning. See? It's just the beginning. And them things say, the other one they were strike and people might go back to work. The people might go sit down there and there's a take sweet mouth and long chattings after they come to Jamaica in one of them hotel there. A whole heap of money, people. And the money are left overseas. Yeah. Our government never mentioned nothing like that. And we have to figure it out ourselves. But when we hear the Antigua president attack, he opened up a whole another can of worm. Open my eyes peel back. But listen here, I'm going to tell you some people, listen how they run things. The way him talk, when him talk this, me I say, Jesus, can you imagine in a Jamaica where politicians find nothing wrong with them big boys they do? Can you listen was Delano did with the people like an idiot. Yeah? I mean, I see what am I trying to do in Antigua, and the Prime Minister in Antigua pretty much exposed them. We would never know that this are going in the island. I may reflect on Jamaica and say, wow, it's worse because Jamaica put up with everything. But listen to people, listen to the
And
crowd.
staff who deserve a good pay. You have the government that ought to get its fair share of taxes. You cannot just concentrate exclusively on exploiting concessions and to push governments into the ground. You all need to stop it. That kind of model, it is a slave model. It's a colonialistic model that does not work for the Caribbean people. You need to step up. And I expect a brand like Sandals, that we all admire as a Caribbean brand, should feel proud that we're making a significant contribution to government revenues, and should feel proud that your workers can earn enough money to get a mortgage, to own a decent home, a decent car. Not just about you expanding while others are struggling. We can't even attract locals to work in the hotel sector because of the pay so small. While you're making tens of millions of dollars every year out of each of these small economies. And then every time there's a little assessment about your taxes, you come with all kind of reasons why you should not be paying and challenging inland revenue. I'm tired of it. When it comes to that now, if you can't ensure that there's an equitable dispensation going forward where everybody benefit, if you just Sandals alone to benefit, well, take your hotel elsewhere. And I'm dead serious. And I don't want this matter to end up in the public domain like the last time. Because, you know, I don't want to fight with you all. I want to fight with nobody. But you're overdoing it. I was shocked when, you know, Inland Revenue said to me that they're not cooperating. They want to take out all kind of deductions out of the ABST. You know, they're paying it now. They're collecting the ABST from their customers. But at the same time, 'cause remember, they get all the corporation taxes off.
So
And the
what would they
little
want-
ABST.
What would they pull from that?
Boy, they put all kind of something in there about they advertise this and that cost and all kind of foolishness. I am just tired of Sandals, tired of them. Tired. And again, as I said, I really don't necessarily want this matter to become a big public spat. But if it ends up being in a public spat again, if it's one man, they're not going to recoil from any fight with them in the interest of the people of Antigua and Barbuda. It's me. And they ought to know that. And I hope they don't try and test me. So y'all need to settle up your bill. We need monies to fund the country. And stop fighting Inland Revenue. And it's not me who tell Inland Revenue to go and do an assessment, yeah? They did it on their own volition. But at the same time, Sandals just continue to play these games. And we know what these hotels do to you, know. So, you know what they do, for example? They're so bad-minded and greedy. If, for example, a tourist pays $1,000 a night, you know what they do? They have all kind of middle company in the United States and so on. So by the time they report the money, you report half. So you get instead of getting your 17% ABST
What?
on the 1,000 and get on the $70, you're getting half if you're lucky. I mean, y'all got to stop it. And the believers are always stupid, you know. Bad-mindedness. So it's like the government not supposed to get nothing. They must get everything. And you know the last situation we had with them. And then on top of that, they had an agreement with the farm administration to hold on to 65% of the ABST. Not their money, you know. And then when we negotiate to them and say to them, hey, you can't do that. It's not your money. It's trust money that you're holding on behalf of the state. They ridicule me up and down the Caribbean saying I'm removing concessions. Government taxes can be that you're collecting on behalf of government. Can be any concession. And the thing is, you know, they can't do that in countries like the United States because they'll go to jail. But they feel that, you know, Caribbean countries are small and powerless. And you know what they keep doing? As soon as they have a dispute with them, they threaten to shut down the hotel. And if you notice that, remember they did the same thing too? Talk about they're going to do repairs, do certain, and in fact, the last time they did that, you know, you think they did any substantial repairs? They must have changed the color of the building at the time. I mean, come on, man. All of us are stakeholders. Be reasonable. You can't want to run your staff in the ground. The private government have much needed taxes to run the country, and they want the best services too, you know. But at the same time, they don't want to contribute their fair share of taxes. I observed too that within the Caribbean Tourism Association, they carried some argument there saying how government is reducing their concessions, and in that case, is going to create a problem for the hotel sector. Well, I responded, and I said to them, look, you have different stakeholders in this sector. It's not just the hotels alone. And they can't get everything. You must ensure that the staff can benefit equitably and the governments as well. I don't know what more concessions they want. You get up to 25 years tax-free concession. You have to pay $1 in corporate taxes. There, we have no capital appreciation tax. Withholding taxes are waived invariably. What else do they want? What do they want from the people of the Caribbean? What they want? They want the shirts too? So I'm saying here, going forward, we need to see a more equitable model in this sector because the sector needs to work for us. Not just one set of, it was in the plantation economy when the Europeans and them and the North Americans used to take all the money, repatriate it, and the bill not near. It's the same thing they're doing too. Repatriating all the money to build hotels elsewhere. And then they make some little token contributions and, behave as though there's some kind of big time, corporate responsible administration, entity, which is not the case, So I'm just saying, I'm just tired of that kind of gaming, and I want to make sure that going forward there's a better relationship with these hotels.
So this is where I go on. This is where I go on. Well, the sorry part I cut off, but when I carry the signal drop, but you can't hear where I go on. And the point I'm going to try to make, people, why I play that, you see, is tell me the God truth, people. Who do we run to? The hotel workers in Jamaica, who do they run to? Who will come out and fight for them like that? We're supposed to have a government. Them see everybody's kind of restive, everybody, jiggy, everybody jumping. Them see the workers must strike. Them know cost of living is gone. Them know $2 hour. For them picnic couldn't live off of that. And the politician and them nobody else should. Yeah, hear me now? Yeah, man, the signal of many people. And that's one to tell you, sorry about that. I'm listening to sound. You hear me now? Hope you guys are here now. Yeah, man. So what me trying to say now, people? Yeah, it's not a long video, but me just want to touch base and say, after me hear this brother Gladstone Brown from Antigua standing up for his people, standing up against a giant, the exploitation. To me see it, it's time come for us to stop, get slave wages. Maybe it's time come for these guys to start share the loot. It's just case where the rich get richer and the poor get poorer, all the while working hard for you, climbing on the ladder. You and my back you use as a ladder. Make your money, yeah, turn rich, turn wealthy. And the poor people will help you get there. Get nothing. Everybody come on Jamaica, white, in between, Spanish. Everybody come on Jamaica, come exploit the cheap labor. Yo, trust me. They want somebody to take over Jamaican people and more hotels are gonna strike. Mark my word, more hotel are gonna strike. I said more hotel are gonna strike. Maybe you was Sanders have said to himself, yeah man.
National SRI group led by hotel mogul Gordon Booth Stewart has accused the Gaston Brown administration in Antigua of reneging on an agreement reached with the previous government. That deal, Sanders says, would have resulted in the transfer of a parcel of land adjoining the Grand Pineapple Beach Resort for no more than $3.5 million and concessions under the Antigua and Barbuda sales tax ABST. However, in a response detailing their discontent published in the Jamaica Observer on June 20, 2016, the SRI says it now understands the land may have been sold to others. In addition to arguing that the Antiguan government has breached the Treaty of Chaguaramas, the hotel chain is also threatening legal action to protect its reputation. Sandals has accused Prime Minister Gaston Brown of making, among other things, quote, two very serious and highly defamatory allegations. In a letter addressed to the Antiguan Prime Minister and published in the Jamaica Observer on June 17, 2016, the letter states, quote, alternative arrangements made with your government to replace the pineapple deal did not come to fruition. Not being able to realize our beaches project, we had no alternative but to sell that hotel. We are not allowed to undertake the beaches project. The resort would then have enjoyed the benefits of the host country agreement. In other words, Grand Pineapple in its current state did not qualify for ABST fiscal benefits under the host country agreement, and ABST was charged and accounted for at the standard rate, end quote. The letter continues, quote, the government of Antigua and Barbuda undoubtedly subscribes to the rule of law, and its action is unilaterally breaking a valid and binding agreement was to our mind a matter of national importance. Indeed, in this case, it also has regional implication, for its flies in the very face of the Treaty of Chaguaramas, which ironically was signed at the very hotel which is the subject of this dispute. The fact of the matter reached the attention of Her Majesty opposition ought not to be a matter of concern. Now, seeing Caribbean news caught up with the Antiguan Prime Minister at the recent CARICOM summit in Ghana, and while not revealing much about the talks at this stage, he said his government will not be strong-armed.
We have given an undertaking not to discuss this issue any further in the public domain. It's really an issue between a sovereign independent state and a taxpayer. But we maintain that the laws of the country must be adhered to by Sandals, by all other operators. And that is really the crux of the matter. And we expect to go through a period of negotiations very shortly And we just hope that common sense will prevail and that they can understand that they cannot bully my government into submission, that they have to respect the laws of the country, that they have to comply with the laws of the country.
Regarding the dispute over whether Sandals is undercutting the sales tax, which should be charged to the guests and turned over to the government, the hotel says it bills guests the full charge and turns over the 12.5% collected to the government. Mr. Brown explains his concern.
Well, I think that we have a very strong investment climate in Antigua and Barbuda, easily one of the best within the Caribbean and beyond. We give very generous concessions. In fact, Sandals itself enjoys up to 25 years corporate tax-free status. They practically enjoy duty-free concessions in everything that they import into the country, including food and beverage. The dispute really is over the collection of ABST, which is a tax that is paid by their customers. And they have made a point that a former administration had allowed them to discount that amount by 65%. And we're saying that
They said that any change have to be made in Parliament. And now look here, in Jamaica.
Demonstration out of Bayer Principe.
Police them there over there, up on the side there. More police.
You tell me people were thinking in the comment section. Where the stand-upness you see I come from anybody at Jamaica for the work of them? What is gonna be the way forward? And you want to bet any day see Andrew come out they come talk about it. I want to come out they come talk rough. While like you want to force the people back to work. Me just look on him now and I picture him, what am I saying? I sweeten the work of them. But also, the whole thing is just, it's not for the work of them. It's a big man. Imagine Jamaicans a strike at a hotel. The government not come say nothing. To soften the fall. And these people ain't going back. Them tired of the $2 hour job. Them tired of the plantation. It's sad, people. Who is going to take up the hotel workers? Well, tell me what you think in the comment section. Like me say, I'm not come to stay long. And the people might wake up, You see all the election tonight. People are wake up, All laborers are wake up. All even politicians are wake up. People might wake up, man. They might wake up. And what this man say, I open my eye. But let me play something for Uno. What the Jamaican government, how them plan for us. Remember, me just make a ear Gladstone Brown in the Antiguan Prime Minister. Ready to take on Sandals and I beat them up bad. Clean people them. Listen how your government prepare for you and all them think about we. Listen this here.
Tell her me now go strike them deal there. We have too much opportunity for this country. Great. You see all of them investment between where you are headed do. It can be so great if we put more people in the pie. Delano, we have not looked at community tourism the right way now.
Yeah, that whole community tourism piece needs a complete reset, and we know that, which is why we kind of decided to cut off a lot of the people who are hanging on to the community tourism thing, that they were just making money and doing nothing. Yeah, that whole community tourism piece needs a complete reset, and we know that, which is why we kind of decided to cut off a lot of the people who are hanging on to the community tourism thing, that they were just making money and doing nothing. Which is why we kind of decided to cut off a lot of the people who are hanging on to the community tourism thing, that they were just making money and doing nothing. That they were just making money and doing nothing. That they were just making money and doing nothing.
People, that is some leak audio. It was a leak, right? And that is how they prepare for us. That is all the plan they have for me. When I hear it, right down. Nothing. Cut off a foot. Yeah, and when we go work in a hotel, $2 an hour. Who to call the money at the big rates? Them. Who's gonna stand up for the hotel workers? Seems as if hotel workers are on their own. And when I hear the message will come from the Antigua Prime Minister, and then when you hear it come from Delano, see right, you know them wicked. These are the first, the slave them on the plantation say no to work like this. We never see like this. The plantation people, them always happy to go work. Despite of everything, and the first never see like this. Cost of living gone up, and the local salary can't buy nothing. Yeah? Loving the people, tell me what you think in the comment section. Have a wonderful night. Everybody, enough love.
It's not in the group with a discussion in there yesterday because I just happened to come home last night and going through the group and see them, and I start put them in the group. Where the chairman for Era Council 1, Winston Ennis, have to be telling the people them in the groups, so regardless of what, you know, have to vote JLP, because PNP can't do no better. I have no problem. Personally, me, Rosie, have no problem with the party or the government. I have problems with individuals who enter the Jamaica Labour Party and feel that them can get up and talk to people anyhow and do anything, and you as a little councillor girl, you must accept what they say and do. I refuse to accept and do what people want me to accept. And nobody carry me in a Labour Party. My father grew me up in a Labour Party. And I can tell anybody, I will leave Labour Party when I want to leave it. Nobody can make me leave Labour Party. So them can go out there and them can spread all kind of rumor them want, because me hear every rumor where them a spread. Me no like the leader, me no this, me no that, me hear everything. Me not come out there come tell nobody say, me love the leader for them for satisfy. Nobody can tell me nothing about Andrew Holness. Me fight for him. Miss Andrew Holness gain my respect and loyalty from Mr. Siaga. And me never tell Andrew when me I go out a street go fight for him. Him only hear when me fight him, cause me a loyalist to my party and what me believe in. Me could have take money in the leadership race. I was offered the money and I don't take it, and good money to give them half of the delegate in a Central Kingston. When Chin did I support the other side, I'm a war with Chin for Andrew get them. Nobody can come tell me nothing. And if I have a problem, I'm going to talk about it, and nobody can muzzle me. Because of that, me see, them I try to do in the party. I try to muzzle people not for talk. Mr. Siaga never grow we so. Mr. Siaga allowed us to speak our mind, and he listened. And Andrew is that person. You can tell the Prime Minister, Andrew Holness, anything that you think, and he might not do what you say, but he will listen. But you have some people around Andrew who claim say them loyal, where I go on like say, them can talk up and them can do. Me well want them take me on. Me a talk for them take me on and them not take me on. Them a grumble. I no grumble, no for grumble. No for come out and talk. Because me can tell you no, now come through back door in a Labour Party and come put out the people them who risk them life and stayed with this party when uno go to college, go get on education and never go there for politics. The people them were in a politics, stayed in politics and learned the politics and loyal to the politics and loyal to the people who love politics most. Poor people, 'cause rich people not loyalty to politics. Anywhere the tide go, I did them go. And me, Rosalie Hamilton, born in a poor community, me never grow broke and hungry. Me never grow broke and hungry. But me born and grow in a poor community. And anybody can tell you the history when me have as a counselor, Edward Siaga alone have that history of serving them constituency. Nobody else. So me not make foot on talking one talk deter me from talk about Buster Party where inform. Uno now mash up Buster Party and expect people to sit down. And because uno intellect, uno for come do as uno like and people for shut up their mouth. Uno can't make me shut up my mouth. And TC, the truth is the party is gone. And I don't know what it will take to resurrect it. Because even in my own constituency, that, you know which part me upset with, Andrew? When I go to the party after 1 year and tell them what going in the constituency, and it a mash up. People like the one, Delroy Williams. Him, if Delroy had taken a stand as the era council deputy chairman and Winston Ennis, and the deputy leader, Desmond McKenzie, he might tell me, say him never know them things that did go on in the constituency. Nobody told him. I don't believe him. Because a whole heap of constituency go to them era council and talk to them about the member of parliament them, and no action was taken because it's something the whole of them organized to do. To disrespect the people them and handle them like dog. And now election a come. The leader of the party have to do house to house. The leader of the party have to go up on platform. I beg the workers. No leader Labour Party never have to do that. When the MP them done damage up the seat them, Mr. Siaga fire them, run them way. So you can stay the talk. Cause me una talk to, and me una for come talk to. Una for talk to me.
You, the two daughters of Pernell Charles, Uno two is on a campaign to mash up the party because you know endorse some jankro who no mean the party no good and if you stop it.
Can't pull me again. You can't pull me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy skin and we can't buy time. You can't fool me again. Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. You touch up line and a resort to crime. You can't fool me again.
What we gonna eat no money, what we at you, eat no at you. Covid money, me say we eat the yellow correct you. Use the youth, them money, waste my most amanti statue. Say we like a catch you, but we got in a figure you. Take the spit of money, God and say that is not you. One day the man above end up him, I got to too much. It in the kitchen, some of fiber like a patu. When singers and DJs and social media that's coming at you.
It burn me.
300% free.
It burn me.
Garbage rich pile of it.
It burn me.
Give the teacher them raise.
It burn me.
I see corruption please.
It burn me.
Mash down the people them house.
It burn me.
Every day appear arms out.
It burn me.
Appear money them a thief.
It burn me.
And them a sell out we beach.
Can't pull me again. You can't pull me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy skin and we can't buy time. You can't fool me again.